Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, so today let's go ahead with the chapter reproduction in plants. As you have already studied the asexual modes methods of reproduction, in which we have done budding, binary fission, and all sorts of different types of ways in which we did natural vegetative propagation, artificial vegetative propagation, and we covered almost a part in which everything was very much clear that when only one parent is involved in the case of plants, that is known as asexual mode of reproduction. So let's start with the sexual mode of reproduction, in which the flower, the reproductive part, that is the flower, is of main use. The main organ of reproduction is flower. So let's start with the structure of flower. Okay. Now, as we go ahead in the structure of flower, let me tell you certain things, that this structure of flower would have male and female both the reproductive organs. Now, if only one of them is present, it is known as unisexual flower. Flower is called as unisexual when only male or female part is present. Okay, next. A bisexual flower is in which both male and female parts are present. Okay, so this is something that you need to understand. Bisexual flower is also called as hermaphrodite flower. In biology, we use the word hermaphrodite to explain. We use the word hermaphrodite to explain that male, female, both the organs are present in the organism. So now we are talking about a flower. So when the male part of the flower and the female part of the flower both are present, it is called as a hermaphrodite flower. Okay. Let's go ahead with the structure of flower. Now, flower comprises of 4 whorls. Whorls matlab layers. The 4 whorls are calyx, corolla, stamen, also called as androecium, carpel, also called as gynoecium, or pistil. Okay, I like pistil to be more precise. ठीक है, carpel, pistil, one and the same actually. ज़्यादा कोई difference नहीं है. It's like a different terminology. That's it. Okay. So flower could be unisexual, bisexual. There are 4 organs: calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. Androecium also called as stamen, and gynoecium also called as carpel. ठीक है, यहाँ तक समझ गया. Let's go ahead. Now we will just see a basic structure of the flower, in which I will be drawing a basic diagrammatic representation, where you will be able to understand how does a flower look. So the upper parts are, outer one is known as calyx. Calyx are nothing but sepals. फ्लावर के बाहर जो ग्रीन कलर की पेटल जैसा होता है उसको बोलते हैं कैलिक्स. जो बाहर का लेयर होता है उसको बोलते हैं कैलिक्स. ठीक है, दे आर कॉल्ड द सेपल्स विच आर ग्रीन इन कलर. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट इज कॉरोला. So this one is corolla. Corolla are petals. They are colorful, brightly colored. They're quite colorful. Okay. Next we have stamens or androecium, or I can say stamens. It comprises of two parts, anther and filament, and at the very top it has a pollen sac having pollen grains. Okay. So this part there is filament. This part, this anther, and anther के अंदर pollen sac के अंदर pollen grain, and pollen grain is male gamete. Which helps in reproduction. ठीक है. Now at the very center we have a swollen thing called as so this part, this swollen base is called as ovary. This part is called as style. This is called as stigma. ओवरी, स्टाइल, स्टिग्मा, और इसके अंदर ओव्यूल. सो ओवरी, स्टाइल, स्टिग्मा, ओव्यूल सब कुछ मिलाकर साथ में इस पूरे पार्ट को कहते हैं गाइनोशियम और पिस्टिल. कॉपी दिस डाउन, फटाफट ये कॉपी करने का है, एकदम सिंपल डायग्रामेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन के साथ. Okay. Also, a flower would always have a base. This base is known as thalamus, and the point of attachment is called as receptacle. It's a thick fleshy part which helps the flower to get attached to the branch area. So once you have copied this down, I'll make you understand role of each and every part of the flower. Copy this down, फटाफट से. So let's understand one by one meaning of each and every part. So let's start with the outer part, that is the calyx. Okay, so actually it's the outer part, that is the calyx. बच्चों लोग एरो का थोड़ा गड़बड़ करना पड़ेगा तुमको वापस. आउटर कैलिक्स इनसाइड कॉरोला, मैंने बाद में कॉरोला बनाया ना, तो लेबलिंग में आई डन दिस. जो अंदर वाला होता है वो कॉरोला होना चाहिए. ये कॉरोला, और जो बाहर होता है वो कैलिक्स. ठीक है, जो ग्रीन कलर का बाहर होता है दैट इज अ कैलिक्स, और जो कलरफुल अंदर होता है, मतलब पहले ग्रीन कलर का कैलिक्स दिखेगा, फिर उसके अंदर कलरफुल पेटल्स दिखेगी, उसके बीच में बेसल ओवरी और साइड्स में से फिलामेंट निकलेंगे. ठीक है, फिलामेंट्स के एंड पे देयर वुड बी एंथर, एंथर के अंदर पोलन सैक के अंदर पोलन ग्रेन. ओके, हिबिस्कस जैसे जो फ्लावर्स होते हैं ना, दे आर जनरली बाइसेक्सुअल, दैट इज दे वुड हैव मेल एंड फीमेल बोथ द पार्ट्स प्रेजेंट, दैट इज ऑल 4 पोल्स प्रेजेंट. Now, एक एक करके I'll explain you the function of each and every pole. Calyx are green in color and their basic function is to do protection. इनका basic function क्या है? Protection. सिर्फ protection का काम करेंगे ये. Now, once the protection thing is done, like the protection part is done, तो ये जब fertilization, reproduction का process हो जाता है, तो ये wither off हो जाते हैं. They will dry up and सूख के गिर जाएंगे. किसी किसी केस में ये रह भी जाते हैं, जैसे ब्रिंजल में देखो ऐसा दिखता है ब्रिंजल, तो इसमें ये जो ग्रीन कलर का पार्ट है दैट इज सेपल्स. ठीक है, सो नाउ यू नो के सेपल्स विदर ऑफ, दे ड्राई एंड विदर ऑफ एंड फॉल. आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो द नेक्स्ट पार्ट दैट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड इज कैलिक्स हैविंग द फंक्शन ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन. While the bud stage is closed, फ्लावर जब बंद होता है तो हमको सिर्फ ग्रीन कलर की कैलिक्स दिखती है. फ्लावर ब्लूम होता है तो we get to see the second part, that is the corolla. Corolla are nothing but the petals. They are brightly colored and they attract insects for the purpose of pollination. Now, being brightly colored and large, they help in pollination. Pollination is something that we'll understand in the later part of the chapter. So there are again 2 functions of corolla, petals, that they help in the protection of the internal parts of the flower. They help in attracting insect for the purpose of pollination, and they make the look of the flower beautiful. Like we always see a flower and we admire it thanks to petals. Like the only point of admiration in the flower is petals for us. So that is another role of the petals. But of course कैलिक्स एंड कॉरोला डू नॉट हैव एनी रोल इन रिप्रोडक्शन. इन दोनों का रिप्रोडक्शन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि रिप्रोडक्शन ऑफ द फ्लावर इज कम्प्लीटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन gynoecium and androecium. Androecium is the male part of the flower and gynoecium is the female part of the flower. So it's all dependent on androecium and gynoecium. चलो एक एक करके समझते हैं what is the role of androecium. Androecium, also collectively called as stamens, comprises of anther, filament, pollen sac, pollen grain उसके अंदर. And this part androecium may or may not be present with the gynoecium. मतलब flower may or may not be a bisexual flower. It could be a unisexual flower, not necessary that the flower would always be bisexual. Okay, here in the case I have drawn a bisexual flower like a hibiscus. Like the hibiscus. Now what you need to do is तुम दोनों चीज़ें करो, दोनों चीज़ें याद करो, यूनिसेक्सुअल बाइसेक्सुअल दोनों फ्लावर्स, और एग्जाम्पल्स वॉट एवर इज देयर इन द बुक. हिबिस्कस इज अ क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं विद द रोल ऑफ एंड्रोशियम ओनली. नाउ एंड्रोशियम का जो पोलन सैक है, इट इज गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस पोलन ग्रेन्स, एंड व्हेन द पोलन ग्रेन्स मैच्योर दे वुड स्टार्ट स्प्रेडिंग हियर एंड देयर. और वो जहाँ गिरेंगे, जहाँ नहीं गिरे मतलब जहाँ गिरेंगे वहाँ से नहीं, जहाँ गिरेंगे वहाँ अगर दूसरा फीमेल फ्लावर है तो वो उस फीमेल फ्लावर के स्टिग्मा पे जाके लैंड करेंगे एंड फर्टिलाइजेशन वुड स्टार्ट. सो फर्टिलाइजेशन इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप. फर्स्ट स्टेप इज प्रोडक्शन ऑफ पोलन ग्रेन्स फ्रॉम द एंड्रोशियम. So what are the 3 things that you are writing for the androecium? First, its structure. It is made up of anther, filaments, pollen sac, pollen grain. Second, it helps. It is the male reproductive part of the flower, and it helps in reproduction. And what else? You'll be adding up that how pollen grains are made from the androecium. Androecium is also called as stamens. That's it. Okay. Next part. Next part is the gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part of the flower, and it also plays a very important role. It is made up of 3-4 parts, that is style, stigma. सबसे टॉप वाला चिकटने वाला part is stigma. Long elongated tube-like part is the style, and a basal swollen part is called as the ovary. Ovary comprises of a egg kind of cell that is called as ovule. Ovule is the female gamete of the flower. Like there is a male gamete in the case of stamens, pollen grain, and idhar there is ovule and pollen grain and ovule would fuse together so that a zygote, a fertilization cell, could be produced, and this would give rise to a new fruit and then flower. ठीक है? So let's stick to the structure first. ये सब fertilization detail में समझेंगे हम later part में, जब हमको pollination समझ जाएगा. पहले हम सिर्फ structure पे focus करते हैं. So I hope the structure is absolutely clear to you. That gynoecium के लिए कौन से 3 points लिखोगे? Gynoecium, also called as pistil or carpel, comprises of 3 parts: style, stigma, ऊपर से actually stigma, style, basal ovary, उसके अंदर ovule. ठीक है? ओव्यूल एक भी हो सकता है, एक से ज़्यादा भी हो सकते हैं. कार्पेल एक भी हो सकता है, एक से ज़्यादा भी हो सकते हैं. मतलब ये एक और ऐसे बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं एक ही फ्लावर में. ओके, सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट gynoecium. व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, ये चारों वोल्स एकदम पिट-पैट लर्न करोगे, बिकॉज आई विल बी आस्किंग यू क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दिस. सो ऑल द 4 वोल्स you will be studying with respect to its structure, its function and its location. So this is the structure, and as homework you are also practicing a very neat diagram of the flower. ऐसा वाला नहीं, अच्छा वाला diagram of your textbook, because typical structure of a flower is a very frequently asked question. Okay, so with this we plan to see each other soon. Learn all the 4 parts, all the 4 goals. See you then.